Welcome to tonight's performance. My name is Name Ndolo. Tonight's about to get maladaptive as fuck. Maladaptive? What do you mean? Are we talking maladaptive daydreams? Yes, bitch! Today is about to be big on escapism. But beforehand, let's see what we smoking. Tonight we're puffing the good old OG from last night. The hit was big, but not that big. I think we're good. Okay, so keep in mind, today's discussion is gonna be toxic as fuck. Toxic and like high-key pathetic if I'm being honest. But like, it is what it is. So like, everyday life is like fucking annoying, bitch. I've been all up in this bitch, this fucking apartment. And like, I'm not saying that my apartment isn't cute. Sis, my apartment's cute as fuck. Truly fucking cute. Like, how Parisian? Like, come on, like, what? Cute as fuck. So I have no complaints, but like, I wanna be kidnapped. Man, what the fuck? Kidnapped? Relax. I don't actually want to be kidnapped, bitch. If I were realistically kidnapped, I'd probably end up chopped in a box. So like in the real ass world that we're in right now with humanity at its current state, I don't want to be fucking kidnapped. But in my maladaptive daydreams, bitch.
Kidnap me.
Bitches and witches, my maladaptive daydream. I want to get to a point in my depression where I could like seek therapy. I want to go on ZocDoc. I want to look up, oh my God, who's Dr. Patrick Conlon? Jesus Christ. Bitch, am I saying this shit out loud? Wait, I don't like Conlon as a last name. Yo, let's think of like a hot ass last name. In fact, actually, sorry, let me consult my list of names. Dr. Orson Mitch. What the fuck? Dr. Basil Hux. Jesus. Dr. Edison Wright. Oh my God, no, Edgar. Bitch, Edgar is a hot ass name. I pull up to the office and I'm like, oh my God, I'm depressed. And he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, y'all, this is about to turn into a whole ass Wattpad story. It's about to get maladaptive as fuck. So like, here's the thing, like he's a great psychologist, you know, like really, really great psychologist, you know, hot as hell, really, really good psychologist. But like, I'm, you know, a cool patient. I'm just like chilling or whatever. Canada Goose. I'm a chilling patient, but like, you know, I'm like facially average, you know, as I be. But like my personality is like, geez, if the scale were 10-10, it would be like 11 out of fucking 10. And 11's a lucky number for a fucking reason. So like, bitch, where is the line drawn between knowing what you're good at and being narcissistic? What I'm saying is that I'd be myself in the story. But like somehow it's like appealing or whatever. And he's like, oh shit, man, I'm like really fucking worried about this patient's well-being. I'm gonna like do too much. So like this psychologist like just like starts like doing too much. Like extra like texting to like check in. And then like, I don't know, I run into like psychologists like in the store. And like psychologist, like at one of our therapy appointments, like he knows my order that like I normally give at like the coffee shop. But like, oh God, the fucking detail going into this shit. So like he knows what I normally order at the coffee shop. And one of my things at therapy, my homework for therapy was, this is so toxic, was to like try new things. You know, God, what's that shit called? Cognitive behavioral therapy, I guess. Yes. So like I ordered the thing that I always order in front of him. And like, I'm not even like thinking about it, but he's like, holy shit, this patient isn't like following like what I told her like outside. This is the most fucking maladaptive shit. This is, listen, you all know that Wattpad is the pit, the fucking pit. Anyway, at that point, psychologist turns into daddy psychologist. But like, the thing is that psychologist is like fucking wild. So like, he doesn't give a shit about like ethics or whatever. So like, psychologist is like, okay, great. Like, she's like no longer my patient. God, this is so Lifetime. Oh my God. Hey, Lifetime, can I write a movie? Psychologist says the records be damned. I know that there's a record of me having seen this patient, but like, I don't give a fuck. She's now no longer my patient. I can be her friend. Because again, psychologist is wild. So like, psychologist, like, you know, chances upon her in the coffee shop again. And he's like, oh my God, hi, what's up? Oh my God, whatever. And she's like, oh my God, it's so great seeing you. Bye. He chances it like a few more times. This is some fucking Joe Goldberg ass shit. Do you all know that I haven't seen past episode 2 of You season 1? Why? I think I know why. And this is like the sad reality. And this is why I never want to be like this is like maladaptive fucking shit. Like if this shit happened in real life, dude, what the fuck? I'd be mentally fucked up. But if I'm narrating the story in my head, stay tuned. But like, yeah, I never got past season 1 episode 2, because like I feel like it was like scary seeing it like depicted on screen, like putting like a visual to it as opposed to like a mental visual or whatever. And I was like, whoop, this is scary as shit. Anyway, back to Psychologist. By like the 7th time, he's like, how are you doing? And she's like, oh my God, like, I'm okay. Like everything's like, cool. Just, looking, just looking around, I'm kind of, doing okay on my own. And he's like, yeah, sure. And then she's like, okay. And then she orders, and it's that same fucking thing. And that's when like Psychologist is like, time to plan a girls trip. So like during the girls trip, Patient's like, oh my God, like Psychologist is like hot. And then, and then like Psychologist is also like, oh damn. Fuck. And then like, they decide to like, figgity, fuckity fuck. So like, yeah. And then like, that's like when like they both realize that like, they're both like hardcore kinksters. He's a dom, she's a brat. So like after like they figgity, there's like a sense of like closeness or whatever. So Psychologist is like, listen, like you keep ordering that, that same order at this, or have you been following what I've been telling you? And she's like, oh my God, no, like you and I don't see each other like every day. Like I've been like, ordering things like every, different things. And he's like, oh my God, like that's like a lie. Oh my God. The story is juicy. So like Psychologist is like, oh, that's like a lie, like in his head or whatever. And then he's like, wait, I forgot, she's a brat. And then like they start doing like, like little games or whatever. But then like Psychologist like starts to like, oh God, this is like where it's like so ugh. Cause like I always love like the chase part in the story, like when they're like chasing each other. But then like when it's like right now, like I've been reading Akotar and Akomath, if you all know anything about that series. And like now that 2 certain characters are together, I'm like, well, what's the fucking point of reading anymore? And there's 3 more books left. Or sorry, well, 2.5 books left, because I've only gotten like through the half of the 3rd. Like, what's the point? Anyway, that's Psychologist. There is my maladaptive daydream. Listen, judge me all you want. I said it's maladaptive. This has been the performance by This has been the performance by May and Dolo. Thank you so much for coming night after night and being so wonderful and so kind. Yo, what if I started like a book club series? That would actually be really, really good. That would actually be really fucking good. I'm gonna do it. That'll be fun. You all, thank you so much. You all are so wonderful. My mouth is dry, but yeah, that's empty. I will see you all tomorrow night, back on the nightly show of the performance. Mwah! Mwah! Good night!